Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming to class this morning. It's been kind of an interesting morning for me. I had a request from one of my students, one of my friends and students out there to dedicate the class to a wonderful creature. And then not a half hour later, I found out that my nephew's wife's mom had passed away. So I thought that was really interesting to have kind of two solemn events happen first thing in the morning. And I thought, what do you do with that, right? That information, the feelings that come up with it. And so I came down here earlier this morning and just kind of sat with it and moved a little bit and let it move kind of through my body. And so class will be interesting today because I have a plan, but I have a feeling other things will come in. So the class is dedicated to an orca whale named Toki, who died, I don't know if it was yesterday or this morning. And Toki was an orca whale that was captured 50 years ago and brought into captivity. It was taken away from its mother and it performed and delighted audiences for 50 years. But to think of a creature like that being in captivity is really heartbreaking. And so the class is dedicated to that whale and other creatures that we contain in that way. So to Toki, and then I wanted to read a little something, and it's called The Soul of Yoga, and it's from Donna Faltz. It says, what is the soul of yoga? Follow your heart into the center of the pose and find in the midst of detail and precision, in breath, alignment, balance, bliss, fear, and sadness. At the very core of all of this is love. Touch upon your truest nature even once, and the experience of what you really are sears the psyche like the surface of the sun. The soul of yoga, the gift within the pose, is the moment of communion, resting in pure essence, the awakening as if from a sleep to the face of unmistakable divinity, the ineffable wonder and the living reality of spirit. Oh yes, the soul of yoga is love. And that poem kind of brought it together for me this morning, that whatever is happening in our lives, you know, our losses and our trials and even the joys, at the center of all of that is love. And so if we can cultivate that, then I think we're a lot further along on the path. So that is that. All right, come on down, grab your strap, everybody. Let's come on down to our backs now that you're all comfortable and seated. And keep your strap nearby and come on down. Let your feet stay on the mat and kind of rock side to side on the sacrum so that you can find the middle space of your sacrum. Feel your feet anchored on both sides. The pelvis, the hips, nice and even, the belly soft, the shoulders down, and then let one hand go to the upper belly or the heart and the lower hand to the lower belly. And take in your breath and then let it go. Inhaling and exhaling. And then practicing a little Dirga Pranayama, 3 parts breath. As you inhale, feel the lower hand rise up as you continue the inhale, the second hand rises up. And then at the top of your inhale, the chest gets really wide. And on the exhale, the chest softens, and then the lower or the upper hand lowers, and then the lower hand lowers. So 3 parts breath, just inhaling all the way up. And exhaling slowly all the way down. And at that end of the exhale, the belly presses in. Taking the breath in 3 parts, not really even pausing, but just feeling the movement of the breath through your body. Exhaling it all out. Good, last one here. Release the hands, let them go overhead. Release the legs, let them go straight. Stretch your body out really, really long. Maybe move one foot and then the other foot so that you feel as if you're almost walking up a flight of stairs, just stretching side to side. And then as you exhale, bring your knees all the way up to your chest, squeeze them in and rock side to side. Then maybe some knee circles here. Coming back to center, let the right foot come back to the floor. Take your strap around the left leg, take the left leg up to the ceiling. Draw the left shoulder back down to the floor so that you're not overreaching. And then straighten the right leg. Once you straighten the right leg, smooth the thigh out so that it is a little bit closer to the floor. Feel the lower belly start to engage here. The left leg straight up, go ahead and flex that foot, stretch the back of the leg, soften the grip on your strap. Bring the shoulders down to the floor. Maybe take the right arm overhead so that the thumb is touching the floor. The head is neutral. Breathe and then lift the right leg just a few inches off the floor. Big deep breath, everybody. Big deep breath here, starting to warm up our core. Good. If you can, if you're okay with that, release the strap and take the other arm overhead. So both thumbs are touching the floor. The arms are active. The shoulders are pressing down into the floor. The legs are reaching. And release. Grab your strap. Lower your right leg, bend your left knee, bring it to chest, and take the strap off. Good, straighten both legs. And then bend both knees, keep your left foot on the floor, take the right foot up. You're holding on to that strap with the right hand, the shoulders are back down to the floor. When you're ready, if you're ready, straighten the left leg. And again, I always kind of look at the foot and see which direction it tends to want to head. Flex the foot, get a nice stretch to the back of that leg. Find your breath, smooth out the left thigh so that that thigh comes closer to the floor. And then lift the left leg. Whew. Find your breath, take the left arm overhead, the left thumb touching the floor. Arm is active, the shoulders pressing down, the legs are active. And again, optional, let go of the strap. Take both arms overhead. Watch that you don't overlift your chin. Feel that nice stretch through the belly. Breathe. Good, grab your strap, release the leg. Bend the knee, bring it into chest, release your strap, and set your strap aside. Straighten both legs, pause there. Just kind of check that out. Bend both knees. Take the left leg straight up. Take the right leg straight out. Whew. Take both hands behind your head as if you are lounging in a chair. And imagine lounging in a chair this way. Somebody would be wondering. And then lift the right leg. Good. I want you, instead of lifting the head, I actually want you to press the head down into the floor gently, not hard at all, but really make a solid connection with the head and the hands. Press the shoulders down, feel the belly work, both legs straight as you can, and then take the right leg up. Good. Point both feet, flex both feet, point them one more time, and flex, and then slowly lower the left leg. If you can, that left leg is gonna hover. Breathe, press the shoulders toward the floor, press the elbows toward the floor, feel your body working, feel that whole long belly working here, and then take the left leg up, bend both knees, bring them to chest, release those hands and wrap your knees, and just rock side to side. We're almost done with this one. The hands go back behind the head. The knees are bent this time. If it's okay, I want you to lift the head, neck, shoulders off the floor. The hardest part of this, by the way, is not yanking on your head. The head should be really heavy in your hands. Both knees are bent. Leave your upper body where it is, straighten your right leg. So normally we would do an elbow to a knee, but I don't want you to do this. What I would like is this nice long hold, and then slowly bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. Good, breathe, hold the head. Now if your head and neck are starting to get cranky, lower your head. Good, bend the left knee, straighten the right, find your breath. Even a little tuck of the chin is good here. Bend the knees, stretch out the left. We're almost done. We have one more on both sides. Breathe. Try not to bring the knee too close to chest. Bend your left, straighten your right. We're almost done here. Feel the belly working. And then bend, straighten, last side. You got this, everybody. Bend both knees, lower your head. Release that head, wrap your hands around or under your knees and just rock your head side to side. Ooh. Good, and then take both hands, your thumbs under your sacrum. Your knees are off the floor. The elbows are splayed out just a little bit to the sides. And then lean the knees to the right side. So you're gonna land more or less on your right hand. Hold it right there. Take the left arm overhead. So a little bit of a balance here to try to keep the hips hovering or keep the legs hovering. The right hand is gonna help with that. We're gonna work with the side body a little bit. Good, bring that left hand back where it was. Take the knee slowly to the center, roll over to the left hand. Take the right arm out, let those knees hover. Good, try not to bring the knees too close to your chest, but also not below the hips if you can. Straight out from the hips. And back to center. Now, we're gonna either do that same thing again with the hands in place, or you're gonna take the hands out and take them in the arms into cactus pose. A little bit harder, don't go so far, both knees go to the right. Press the left arm, the left shoulder down to the floor. Tone it through the lower belly. Find your breath. Take both to center, go to the other side. Hands are there for like little training wheels, right? We all probably had training wheels when we were kids. Breathe. And center. Good job, everybody. Draw those knees to your chest. Roll the knees to one side and come on up. It is a bit of a core class today. So Hang in there with me, do your best. I know that you can. Let's infuse all of it with some love. All right, so you're gonna sit as if you were gonna do boat pose, right? So you're gonna, so dig the heels in, flex the feet, lift your chest, and just find that for a moment. And then lean back a little bit. Take your hands behind your head. So you're gonna take your right elbow to your left knee, and we're just gonna do these seated twists. All right, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, try not to over pull on the head or the body. Yep, you got this. So these are really easy in the beginning, and then they start to get a little bit trickier. Squeeze, squeeze, come on, we got this. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and pause. Right, piece of cake, not so bad. Find your breath. All right, so that was phase 1. Phase 2, you're gonna lift and cross. So cross the ankles, lifting the knees, finding that little still space. Take the hands behind the thighs, and then widen through the shoulders. Press the feet away from against each other so that you've got a really good point of contact there. Hands go behind. Optional, knee to elbow, squeeze. That's it. Core work. Watch your backs. If you're feeling this, the heels go back to the floor. That's all. You're doing the same thing. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Let's do 10 and 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and let go. Good, shake it out. Nice deep breath. Roll the shoulders. All right, last one here, grab a block. Maybe not quite the last one, but the last one like this. How's that? How's that for a primer? All right, so you're either here, you can have heels dug, or you can cross if you want, or we're coming back up. Cross the other way that you normally would. The block is in your hands. Remember, the heels can be down. Here we go. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8. Core, babies. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let go. Good. Let go of your block. I love core work. I just do. It's just, yeah. I know it's a little, little bit wacky. All right, heels in, lean back, lift your chest, both heels off, true boat pose, flex your feet, press your chest toward those thighs a little bit. 1, you're here. 2, you let go one side. 3, you let go both sides. Woo, breathe, breathe, breathe. That's it, you got this. Some of you can straighten. Not my favorite, so I'm gonna stay bent. I get more work that way. Breathe and release. Oh, hallelujah. All right, and then just find an easy pose here. Nice, easy seated pose. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, down you go. Take it over. Press down through that same side hip. Find your breath. 1, you're here. 2, walk the fingertips out. So you're only on the fingertips of that hand. Breathe. Notice if you're curling forward, and if you are, try to see if you can open up here. Good. Slowly lift that bottom arm. Slow, slow, slow. All the way to center. Let both go. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, stretch to the other side. Soften that shoulder. And just find this lovely side bend, right? This in itself is helping to lengthen the body, lengthen through the muscles of the side body. 1, stay here. 2, fingertips, just fingertips, so it's lighter. You're having to work a little bit more core to hold that. 3, slowly. Slow, slow, slow. And bring it up. Exhale, release, and roll it out. Both elbows to cactus. Be mindful here, especially if you're dealing with some low back stuff. I just want you to twist to one side, come back to center, twist to the other side, come back to center, and twist. How many of us are starting to rely way too much on those reverse cameras in our cars, right? How many of us have stopped looking behind with our bodies and our heads? I know, I see it. And center, let's twist, hold, drop the hands, one to knee, one's behind, open up that shoulder. And then imagine you're having to look behind you to reverse out of something. Your camera just died. You got to use your body. So see what you can see. Good. Inhale, arms up. Twist to the other side. Let the hands go. Open the shoulders. Use your eyes. Use your twist. Big deep breath. And release it, take everything back to center, roll those shoulders out, and let's get moving. So let's come on up, hands and knees, cushion those knees, everyone. Have your blocks where you can get to them easily. Come to table pose. And a few cats and cows here, just to stretch out all that work we just did. That's it. And breathe. Good, one more. And exhale. And then walk your hands to the front of your mat, all the way to the front. And walk your knees back until you can find yourself in a half plank pose. Half plank. So in half plank, ideally the wrists are over shoulders or slightly forward. The behind is not poking out. And it's not dropping, right? I like to bend my knees here, even cross the ankles, because I find that much easier on my knees than if the legs are straight. But you might find it easier that way. So see what it feels like in your body. And then press up like you're doing a push-up. Bend the elbows just a few inches, keep the elbows tucked in, and then push back up again. Good, slow half bend, and up. Slow half bend. Imagine someone's keeping those elbows from going out to the sides. Just two more here. Down. And up. All the way, not all the way, but halfway down. And then up. Good. See if you can hold this position and just lift one hand. Point it down. And the other hand. And place it down. Just lift. Down. Lift. Down. Lift, yeah, down, lift, down, lift, hold. Core, shoulders, right? Lift it to the door side, working hard, down, lift, other side, hold. Breathe, and down. All right, that's enough on those knees. Flip your toes, under fine, full plank. Engage those arms, engage the back body. Watch for that excess tension in the head, the neck. Push out of your pose. And then downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, everybody. Shake it all out. I know, it's just the little things sometimes, right? The little things that make all the difference. Take your feet wide on your back. Walk your hands back. Pause for a minute here. Let your head hang like a big heavy grape. Let it hang. And then bend the knees, hands to your knees. Come on up to standing. Ooh. Hello. Shake it all out. Good. And then find a nice little mountain pose. Find your breath. You can be near a wall here. We're going to be doing just a little slow motion, kind of slow motion marching, but slow. So hands can go to hips. Take one knee up. And then set it down. Take the other knee up. Try to plant the foot. and down. Lift up, feel the belly, down, lift up, I know, and down, good, one more, both sides. Lift, down, and lift, down, phase one. Phase one, I have phases today. Phase two, arms out, here we go, cross, and down. Cross, and down, so, right, cross, and down, some are gonna be prettier than the others, like those are really sad, those two. Lift, down, lift, down, lift. Here's what's funny about this move while I'm talking. If you go fast, it's easier. Don't go fast. Down, one more, both sides. Up, down, up, and down, stand tall. And let go. Whew. Good, last one here, inhale. Hands to heart, chair pose. Press back into the heels, lift the chest. Bring the low belly in. Breathe, arms forward. Pull it back. Arms forward. Pull it back. Arms forward. Pull back. Arms forward. Come on. Pull it back. Last one. Arms forward. Pull it back. Reach it up. Stand up. Exhale down. Shake it all out. Good job, everybody. Come on up to the front of your mat. Inhale, take it up. Exhale all the way down. Soften the knees, step back with your right leg. Super easy lunge right here. Knee up or knee down, grab your blocks. Maybe they're at the second level. Make sure the pose is wide enough. Make sure your stance is wide enough that you feel really, really solid here. You can even take the blocks up to the higher level if you feel like, oh, I need a little more space today. And then slowly straighten your front leg. Pause here, nice little stretch. And then lift the chest, slowly bend the knee. Good, and slowly straighten. Each time you do, if you want to bow down toward that leg, if your hamstring's ready for it, go ahead. And then lift the head, neck, chest, and bend the knee. One more. Nice stretch here. Nice little stretch. Bend the knee, find your alignment, front knee to front ankle, hands come to knee. Take the chest up. Very basic lunge here, crescent lunge, breathe. Open up the chest, fire up the back leg, press into that ball mound of the back foot. Find your breath. Slowly take those hands down, use your belly. The right hand stays where it is, the left arm goes up. Nice lunge twist here. Find your breath. Good, release that arm, everybody. Push off your back foot, step forward. Shake out your hips, bend your knees, and take it all the way up. Exhale to your heart. Pause here. Find your equilibrium. And when you're ready, take it up. Exhale down. Soften the knees, step back, left leg. Make sure, again, that pose is wide enough for you. You happen to be using a chair, you can put the hands on the chair. Do the same amazing thing. All right, slow, slow, slow. Begin to straighten the front leg. Breathe. And then slowly bend the knee. Good. Slowly straighten. Pause when it is straight-ish. And bend it. One more right here, slowly grow into sensation. What's your body telling you this morning? Can you do each of these movements with love for yourself, for humanity? Can you breathe? Bend the knee. Find that lunge, hands to your knee. Find your stability. Take the arms up. Hands can always stay down on blocks. Remember that. Breathe, feel that nice stretch maybe through that back front leg. And then slowly take it down, slow, slow, slow. Don't let gravity get you. Left hand stays on the block. And your right hand your right hand goes up. Breathe, even here, make sure you're engaging the back glute. Make sure the back leg is strong. Exhale, take it down. Good, when you're ready, push off your back foot, step forward, bend both knees, and take it all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart, roll your shoulders, shake it out. We're gonna add on to this, everybody. So, take it up. Exhale, take it down. Good, listen up. You're gonna take the right foot, step back a little shorter, drop the back heel in slightly, pyramid pose, and then roll that front hip back, straighten the front leg for a really nice little pyramid pose. If it's hard to access your blocks, just take them up a little bit higher, and then see if you can level out the hips, level out the pelvis, press strongly into the ball mounds of both feet. And find your breath. Maybe walk your blocks forward a little bit and see how that feels in the body to lengthen the whole side body. Breathe. Good, walk the blocks back. Bend your front knee, step back longer for lunge. Yep, straightening the back foot, hands come to your knee, lift up, take it up, find your breath. You got it, everybody. Solid, solid pose here. Breathe, hands slowly come down. Right hand stays where it is, left arm goes up. Breathe. Lower that hand, step forward. Breathe, all the way up. Exhale down, shake it out. So I've been kind of enjoying lately these super slow flows where we just kind of add on from something we've already done, something we already know. So that's where I'm headed today. Inhale, take it up. Exhale down. Soften the knees. You're going to step back left leg. Remember, a little shorter. Heel drops in if that's possible. Front leg is pretty straight. The hips level out, the pelvis levels out. And we hang out here for a moment and see how this feels in our bodies. Now we think of trying to draw the shoulder blades down a little bit. See if I can remove any excess rounding in my body. And then maybe walk the blocks forward. See if you can find that. Breathe. Deep breath. Walk the blocks back. Straighten and lengthen your pose, your back leg, so that you're more in a lunge. Take your hands to your knee. You know all of this is optional. You can stay low. Take the arms up. Find your breath. Fire up the legs, everybody. Breathe. Slowly take it down. Left hand to block, right arm up. We've been here before. Watch the wrist. Yeah, so Judy, try to straighten the wrist so the hand's not going back away from the wrist. Yeah, so it's a nice straight line. Yeah, that's it. And exhale down. Here we are again. Step forward. Bend both knees. Take it all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Good. Shake it out. This is called the intermission. Right? Shake it out. Stand tall, nice mountain pose. Find that march in place. So lift one and down, two, down. See if you can slow the descent of the leg. and 4, down, one more, both sides, up and down, and up and down, good, intermission's over, back to your blocks. Good, just shake it out. We pause for this commercial. All right, take it up. Exhale all the way down. Woo. Good, soften the knees, step back, short step, same thing, pyramid pose, heel drops back, front leg straightens. So we're back where we were, hang in there, don't start to space out. She's like, oh, she's been here already, gee whiz. Breathe, maybe walk the blocks forward, find your breath. Notice, bend the front knee, straighten the back foot. Let's come on up to a nice solid crescent lunge. Breathe, I know, we're up, we're down, we're up, we're down. Breathe, fire up the back leg, everybody. Use your breath. Slowly take it down. Oh. Breathe, right hand stays down, left arm goes up. We have been here before, straightening the back foot, using a solid twist here. Take that hand to the floor, listen up, walk the blocks forward, shorten your step just a little bit. Come back to pyramid. Breathe, and then take your right hand block closer to your left foot, even if it's forward. Be mindful here for reverse triangle. So here we are, the right hand in a little bit, the left hip reaching back, the left arm sees if it can go up toward the ceiling. Breathe, the hand can also come to your hip. This is a tricky little pose balance-wise. Imagine squeezing the inner groin toward each other. Exhale that hand to the block. Release both sides. Bend your front knee. Step forward. Shake it all out. Bend your knees. Come on up. Exhale to your heart. Find that equilibrium again. And even here, right, even though hands are to heart, legs are active. We're not popping back. We're not being loosey-goosey here, right? We are actively thinking of our yoga pose here. All right, let's do the other side. Take it up. Exhale, take it down. Remember what we did before. Soften, step back softly, left leg. Shorter step, maybe 3/4. Let's find pyramid. Breathe. Can the torso get longer in your pose? Again, it doesn't matter if your blocks are high, low, if your hands are on the floor. Can we find length in the pose? Good, breathe. When you're ready, you're gonna bend your front knee, you're gonna straighten, maybe lengthen the back leg. Again, finding that inner belly strength, take the hands up. Let's find our lunge. Breathe. See, your body knows now, it knows what we're doing, it knows where we're going. We find that movement, that muscle memory. Well done. Exhale down slow. Slow. Good. Left hand stays down, right arm reaches up. Good. Breathe, everybody. Rock and roll. Here we are. Let's take that hand down. We know what's coming. Walk the blocks forward a little. Short step up, back to pyramid pose. I like this way of going here, but one of the challenges is to make sure pyramid pose is wide enough so that when we bring that left hand or block in more, right? We don't get too wobbly taking the right arm up to the ceiling. Reverse triangle. Breathe. It really feels more like it should be reverse pyramid pose, right? That's it. Find your breath, everybody. Exhale, let go. Both hands to your blocks. Bend your front knee and step forward. Bend both knees, come on up. Exhale, hands to heart. And shake it out. Whew. Good, and then walk it out just a little bit. See how that felt in your body. It's an interesting thing, right? And when we slow things down, when we think about it, when we find sensation, I think it was Judith Lassiter who said that sensation brings you into the here and now. You're not in the past, you're not in the future. You are right here in your body when you tap into what am I feeling? So kind of cool stuff. All right, come on back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down to your blocks. Bend the knees, pyramid pose. So I don't even have to tell you, we have done this how many times now, right? Breathe, open up the shoulders, lengthen your torso. Imagine the legs are pressing away from each other. Whew, find that. We're down to the last little round here. So where is the sensation? What can you do to tweak your pose or to find a different way? Straighten your back foot, bend your front knee. Let's get into that lunge. Take it up. Find your breath. Breathe. We got this. This time, as you take those hands down, I want you to hover 1 inch above those blocks. 1 inch. Woo, or 2 or 3, wherever your measurement is. Find that. Feel your back front. And take those hands to your block. Everybody, right hand stays, left arm reaches. Breathe. You got this. Take that hand down. Walk the blocks forward just a little bit. Shorten your pose again to pyramid pose. Bring the right hand block or hand closer to the left foot. I like mine a little further forward so I have more room for the twist part. Take the left arm up. Woo! That's it, everybody. You got it. You can do it. Say, yes, I can do it. Take that hand down. Listen up. Last one here. You're gonna bend your front knee, again optional. You're gonna walk your blocks way forward and you're gonna stand up on that front leg, finding this version of warrior 3. Breathe. Optional, take your left hand off and reach it back. You have 2 points of contact here. Find your breath. If your hand is lifted, let it come back. Lower your right foot right next to your left. Bend your knees, walk your blocks back, and then come on up to standing. And exhale. And press it out. And lift it up. And let it go. How is that? Sleepy, I got sleepy women in this room today. Last night was Saturday. Come on now. All right, last one, last time. Just get excited. Here we go. Take it up. Exhale, take it down. You know, I could have been a cheerleader if I didn't have to do things like cartwheels and flips and all that, because I could never do any of that. But I was good at cheering. Soften the knees, step back. Left foot, pyramid pose, that heel drops in, the front leg straightens to your level, the hips level out. I got a nice wide pose. Find your breath. Right? So there's like, sometimes for me, yoga poses are like the rise and the fall of the ocean or the waves, right? Life, same thing. It comes rushing in and then it flows out and you find the intensity and then you find the part that lets you rest and be at peace. Bend the front knee, straighten the back foot, maybe lengthen the pose, that's up to you. Once you feel solid, take it up. And breathe. And imagine. All right, we're taking it down slow. Remember to hover, even if it's for just one breath. Hover above the blocks. Press through the back leg. Feel the front glute, giving you some sensation, some information. Take the hands down to your blocks. The left hand stays down, the right arm goes up. Finding that twist. Breathe. And take that hand down. Short hop up to find pyramid pose again. The front leg straightens. Your torso gets long. Maybe the blocks go forward a little bit. And then the left hand block comes in. The right arm goes up. Breathe. Yeah, I know. Right, and this is the variation of reverse triangle. It's not the full pose, it's 99.9% of it. I'll take it. Hands come down. Your blocks walk forward, your front knee bends like you're gonna launch. And then optionally take the leg up. Breathe. And then lower that leg. Holy moly. Woo. Bend your knees, take your hands to your knees and come on. I know, roll it out. Go ahead, take the shoulders up or the arm up and back. And the other side. And then cross elbows, maybe eagle arms here. If not, I would hug your shoulders and breathe. Whew. Release, realize which one's up front, switch them, and take it, and breathe. And release. Good, one nice little balance pose, and then we are back to the floor. So again, maybe you're near a little bit of a wall. Find that really solid footing. Good. You're gonna stand on one leg, take the other leg up. And breathe. Whichever knee you lifted, take that same side hand and hold it underneath your thigh. If you can extend the leg out, take the opposite arm up. Okay, that's choice one. Choice two, grab shin, grab toe, and take it up. And then bend, and release, and shake it out. Stand tall. Mountain pose, just close your eyes if you're comfortable with that, because that's going to throw one of those senses off and challenge your balance. And then open the eyes. Switch sides. Bend one knee, stand tall on the other leg, one hand under the thigh, the other arm reaches up. Find your breath. One, you're here. Two, you're going to reach a little lower, see if you can extend. Three, you're going to grab your big toe, see if you can extend. Breathe. Release. Let go. And then just go wide on your mat and come into a really sweet, comfortable forward fold, just soft. Make sure the back of the knees are soft, everybody. Find your breath. And then walk your hands, turn your feet, walk your hands to the front of your mat so that you're in a temporary lunge and then step back downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Plank pose. Breathe. Optional, one, you're here. Two, you're going to tap opposite shoulders back to core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yep, 9, and 10. Hold plank if you can. Breathe. Lengthen through the chest, press the heels. Lower your knees, everybody, child's pose. Oh. Find your breath. Release your child's pose. And come on out from your little pretzel there. Have a block near you. And come on down to your back. And just pause here for a moment. That was a whole bunch of work, I think. So we're just gonna pause and see how our bodies are feeling. Let our backs settle down. Breathe. Go ahead and take the hands behind the head again. Bend just the right knee, but the left foot stays on the floor. You're gonna curl the elbows so they point up toward the ceiling. And then you're just gonna bring the right knee to the right elbow. And then you're gonna stretch them both back. And then bring it in just one side and out. This should be pretty easy. Most people just don't pull on the head. Think of the center core of your body curling in to make this happen. So that the hands really don't need to be behind the head. They're just there for moral support. Good, just two more. Squeeze it in and out. And then squeeze in and hold, if you can. Straighten the left leg and hover. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release everything. Ooh, turn the head side to side. Good. Same thing, other side. The right foot stays on the floor. The hands are behind the head. The left knee, the left elbow points up toward the ceiling. The left knee is pointing up toward the ceiling. Here we go for 10. Squeeze and then lengthen. Squeeze. Think of the middle of your body. Don't just move the leg without feeling your middle body. And 4, squeeze. 5, 6, that's it. 7, we've only done 5 on the other side. We're gonna walk funny today. Last one. Breathe, and then hold that knee to your elbow. Press it in, straighten the right leg, let it hover a couple of inches for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let go. Whew. Good. Turn the head side to side, everybody. Sometimes it's the neck that gets the worst of it, right? And then lower those feet to the floor and grab a hold of your block. Take that block underneath your sacrum so that you're on that nice resting spot here, kind of a modified bridge pose. And then just let the shoulders press down toward the floor. Something that doesn't get said very often is when you're in a pose like this, bridge pose, or anything where your head and shoulders are down like this, don't turn your head side to side. Try to keep your spine nice and neutral here so you don't take a chance on straining the neck. So here, I want you to just bring your right knee to your chest and take that leg up to the sky. Breathe. And then slowly lower that leg all the way to the floor. Slow, slow. Bring the left knee to your chest. Relax both feet, both legs. A little stretch here for psoas.
Optionally, you can take the right arm overhead as well, so right leg, right arm. Breathe. Soften everything. Deep breath. Think of that 3-part breath that we did at the beginning of class, and maybe bring that back in a little bit here. Good, one more deep breath. Slide the right foot up so that that foot is back on the floor. Let your left foot come back to the floor as well. And then when you're ready, the left knee comes in, the left leg goes straight up to the ceiling. And then we slowly lower the left leg down toward the floor. Bring the right knee to chest. You may notice one side tighter than the other. Always find that interesting. Breathe. Just stretching out the upper thigh, the psoas, the lower belly maybe. Try to let go of the jaw muscles. Try to let go of the belly muscles. And then slide the left foot. Press the right foot to the floor. Hold hands down along your sides. Palms are face up. I want you to press them off of the block and hold. Leave the block there. And then tap down. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slow tap down. Good. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Last one. Inhale, lift, hold. Exhale, lower. Both knees to chest. Both legs straight up. Between this and legs up the wall, these are probably my 2 favorite. They're pretty much the same pose. My favorite inversion. Just let the legs relax and check the sacrum. If your sacrum or low back are feel a little funky, just see where the angle of your sacrum is. For some of us, we'll stay toward the top of the sacrum, and that feels really good. For others, we want to plant the sacrum more down onto the block, and that feels better. You can always bend the knees here. Excuse me. Deep breath. Start to tap back into that essence of all of us, of all living things, that is love. And our profound connection to each other, to all things. Bend the knees, everyone. One foot to the floor, other foot to the floor. Press up and move your block out of the way. Lower your hips. And take that same block between your legs, your thighs. Draw the knees toward chest, let's come into a twist. And breathe. Soften. Let the muscles of the jaw go, let the muscles of the belly soften, let the hips, legs soften. Take a nice deep breath, everybody. Press into your feet, lift your knees, take your knees to center. And then all the way over to the other side. And knees to center. Leave the block between your knees. Your feet come back to the floor, give the block a good squeeze. And then let go of that squeeze, take the block to the second width. Give that block a good squeeze. Let go of the squeeze, take that block to the third width. Squeeze the block, everybody. Let go of that squeeze, release your block, and you can use this block or both blocks for under your thighs or under your knees and releasing those legs, finding Shavasana. In Shavasana, we start to find that center that is yoga, that is life, that is what we are fully of in the moment, full of love. Try to soften down and let go. Let the mind wander without purpose. Feel the breath. Soften down even more. Feel your whole body heavy. Start to wake the body up. Maybe moving the toes or the fingers. Begin to bend the knees. Pause with the feet on the floor and then draw the knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Allow the knees to go to one side. Pause in fetal pose. Just feel that. And press all the way up. Coming back to a seat. I'm gonna end in a way we haven't done for a long time, and that is with an Om. So Om is the universal sound that every living thing gives off, and this Om is dedicated again to our lovely little whale and to a family member who is in pain right now. So let's bring that all that love in. So everybody inhale, take it up. And Om, Om. Namaste, everybody.
Stay.
Thank you so much.